Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It is 7S26 Simon. Today we're going to take a really quick look at Pwnlab. Now, this is a really interesting machine, and reason being is because I've seen so many capture the flags use this sort of vulnerability, if you will. So essentially, when you download the machine, you'll end up going to a page equals upload, and naturally you start to do the usual, and you might take a look at some local file inclusion. And if you just type this in, you would, again, naturally think that maybe it's not susceptible. There's nothing on the screen, so maybe there's nothing to be had. Well, it turns out that you can actually use a PHP filter, which looks a little bit like this. So PHP filter, convert to base64, and then if you request a resource, so in our case, let's request the main index page, which should be this one here. Let's just key that in, /index.php. Okay, so if we just type in index, you see we get a really long string of characters here. So what we're going to do is we are going to copy the entire lot. We're going to go and start Burp Suite. So what this means is that we can now include and actually read the PHP code. All we need to do is now convert it from base64 back into readable text. So let's go ahead and do that now. So if we key this in, just decode base64, we can see it's talking instantly here about a cookie. If is set cookie lang cookie, include that. So let's scroll down, see if there's anything else useful. Okay, so there is an upload page equals upload here. Include, so again, it's talking about PHP pages. So let's take upload, and here we get another string of text. Let's go back into Burp Suite and let's just enter this in at the bottom here. Let's just highlight the whole line, bear with me. Okay, let's decode. Okay, and then now okay, we've still got some more to decode. Okay, here we go, looks like it's decoded. So let's take a look in here. Okay, so it's talking about the upload of the file. So file if error. Okay, so it's essentially looking for, it's got a whitelist array. So a bunch of if not in array, the file extension is not in the whitelist, it's going to die, it's going to kill the session. Not allowed extension, please upload images only. So essentially we need to just trick the file upload function here into uploading a file of our choice. So just by using this PHP filter, we've enabled ourselves to suddenly be able to read and further attack the system. So what we're going to go ahead and do now, we're just going to get a limited shell. We're not going to go get the full admin shell. But what we can now do, so on my desktop I've got a file which is, where is it? Maybe I put it in here. Where did I put the file? I wonder if I put that in here, possibly. Oh no, this is the one. Yeah, what I tried to do with this one was if we hit upload and then we go to our desktop and we upload the reverse shell GIF. Let's go into proxy and send this through burp and hit upload. All we need to do, just to trick this, is just enter the word GIF here and then let that go. Okay, that's not worked. Let's try again. Upload, and then let's just try capital GIF. Okay, looks like that has now gone through. So now what we can do is if we just copy image location, we can see it's now given us this string here. So just out of sheer interest, let's just try something. It looks as if that might be performing some sort of MD5 calculation on our string. So let's just take this, echo MD5. Okay, what we might need to do, I think it's echo minus n. And there you go. So we can see that is performing an MD5 hash on the actual string. Just something to be noted. It's not hugely important. Okay, so now what we need to do, it did mention the cookie. So if we go here, and if we just, we're going to have to create a cookie. So I think it was lang, and then the value, we want it to be this here. So if we just grab this, let's add the cookie, call it lang. And then if we do ... that might work. Unexpected error. Okay, let's go back here. Let's try again. Lang ... add. Okay, so we've added a new cookie. Now let's refresh the page. And you can see that now we have got a shell because the cookie has called this GIF and therefore prompted the GIF to actually start. So who are we? We are www.data. There is a way of escalating privileges. We're not going to cover that in this video. Just out of interest, because I couldn't get this to work yesterday, if I tried to run that cookie, if I tried to grab that cookie from the browser, yesterday it didn't quite work like this. Okay, you can't seem to call it from the browser, unfortunately. You do have to, it seems you have to use the cookie modification to enable that. So we refresh here. As long as you're calling this cookie in this new lang variable, and let's hit OK, that should go through. And that all started from the actual PHP wrapper vulnerability that enables us to read arbitrary files. So quite an interesting vulnerability. Just thought I'd show that to anyone who's watching the video, just in case you need that for a capture the flag in the future. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.